So we recently hit 100 subscribers on the channel. It's something I've been chasing after for the past couple of years now. And we finally hit it. I want to say thank you guys. But for 100, I went to YouTube and Instagram and asked for your questions. So I'm going to start off with the questions on YouTube. Jacob asked, why does it take so long for your videos to come out? And the simple answer to that question is they're just very time consuming the way I want to do them. For the most part, it's mainly me just doing everything on the channel. And so recording can take anywhere from 40 minutes to 3.5 hours. And then editing can take anywhere from 3 hours to 20 hours. Just depending on what I'm doing with the video. And so, with all that being said, it just takes a while to make videos at times. Ariana asks, why don't you do any more live streams? The reason I don't stream on YouTube anymore is just because, for whatever reason, I would always get copyright strikes on my live streams. And so what that ends up doing is, it then screws up the VOD for that. So it literally just destroys that video. In all honesty, it's just not worth it. Because every time I get a copyright strike, I have to go and dispute that, and then I have to wait, and during that time I can't live stream, and it's just all too stressful. Kate asked, what's Florida like? Now, if it wasn't too obvious, I'm from Florida, but what is Florida like? Florida's it's interesting. You know, we got the beaches, we got Disneyland, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, Florida man. So now on to questions on Instagram. The Fat Man asks, what element would you want and why? Well, a question I get asked all the time about this question is, what is the deal behind it? And it's just, we were all sitting around playing Grand Theft Auto in the party. And then we got on the topic of, if we could choose whatever element, which one would we choose? And it turned into this whole hour-and-a-half debate about elements, which one is the best, what's considered an element, and it got extremely out of hand. But the element that I would choose is Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. Astro Lucifer asked, what's your favorite music genre? My favorite genre of music is metal. I listen to everything from Metallica to Ice Nine Kills and everything in between. I listen to every subgenre of metal. The next question is somewhat related to the last question, which is, what is your favorite song? Now, I don't really have a favorite song of all time. I have a current favorite song, which is Stabbing in the Dark by Ice Nine Kills. But for the most part, I just have a favorite song from each band I listen to. The next question is, do I remember Scarce?
Hey guys, Scarce here.
Oh, Scarce.
Why? Don't invite me! Do you want to do it now?
The next question is, why you Fortnite? Well, that leads me into an announcement I need to make. So this is a question I've been thinking heavily on for the past week, after what they did to Kevin. Fortnite, you can't be forgiven. And that is why I'm doing this. Goodbye, Fortnite. You were fun while you lasted. So the last two questions kind of coincide with each other. And the first question is, what are my future plans for the channel? And the answer is a lot. I have a lot of video ideas that I want to do, a lot of different things I want to try on the channel. And there's been a lot of stuff that I've been testing out behind the scenes that I haven't really told too many people about. One of the big things is I would like to try and start doing more real life type videos. stuff where I'm actually in front of a camera. And that kind of leads into the last question that a lot of people ask, and one that a good friend of mine recently asked is, when do I plan on doing a face reveal? And so with the answer to the last question, I guess it's time. Like, legitimately nerve-wracking. Alright. Here goes it. I'm so stupid. Come on, you had to have known I was gonna screw with you guys. Just a tiny bit. So side note, that 10-second clip right there took about 3 or 4 hours to edit. I really shouldn't do highly edited stuff like that when I come out and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna have it done by Friday. Yeah, not the smartest move on my end. But here I am in all of my ugliness. God damn it, it's the 5th fucking camera. So all face reveal jokes aside, this is me. A lot of people always ask what I look like. A lot of people have been like trying to figure out what I look like. And really only close friends on the channel really ever knew what I looked like. And anyone that was around since last year. I do plan on doing like face cam stuff, because I feel like that's going to add a little bit more personality to the channel. A little bit more personality, giving like a face to a voice. But in all honesty, the face cam stuff probably won't start until next year. Just because there's still a couple of things that I have to figure out. Honestly, I was wanting to do this at like a bigger milestone. But being that there's certain things I want to do with the channel and certain content that I want to try and make, I kind of just, I have to have my face out there. So, with all that being said, my ugliness aside, I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, I'm still like pretty awkward in front of the camera, so editing random. Close out the video. Hi, editing random here. So I'm closing out the video like this because I'm still pretty awkward on camera. And I'm still pretty awkward at closing out videos because I don't really do it that often. But this is a big thing for me. I've actually been thinking about doing this since like January time. But I've been thinking about it more and more the past couple months. And it's still nervous. I'm gonna be nervous as can be hitting upload on this. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.